looks like we're in now. Let me just do a volume thing. I'm running a little bit behind, guys. Just a little bit. Okay, now. There we go. Alright. This is going to be a Slap Chats number 6. Okay, I didn't have a whole lot to say, and the reason I just did this is because I'm trying to do like a weekly or week in 3 days, maybe, or something like that, because I want to try to get my numbers up on my YouTube. Trying to get Slap Recon's numbers up on the YouTube and whatnot. And there's a certain number of videos that are apparently supposed to be posted, so it should be posted. I don't know. Let's go with that for now. I don't know what that is. I don't mess with them things too much, I'm sorry. But I really don't. Yeah. Anyway. This is a Saturday. This is unexpected. I don't expect anybody to be on the live. It's just me chatting, talking, or whatever, which is okay because I like it that way. I mean, I'm a guy that just likes to be in the room and talk to his own anyway. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, anyway, on this Slap Chats number 6, the reason I'm putting this out is because we're getting ready to start Slap E.S.P. I'm sorry, Explain Strange Podcast is getting season 2 is getting ready to start. And it starts on the 17th for our end, but it won't post to the following weekend, or on about, it should. So I think I told the last time I had mentioned I'm going to be on the 17th, and I'm going to be, I have one on the 17th with Nathan LOL. So then we're going to start, and then after that, I'll just mention, let's just re-mention, okay? Then after that, we're going to, with Jeannie Van Hoos out of Jefferson on March 24th. None of these are going to be live. They're all going to post later, okay? So just so you know. Jeannie Van Hoos, she's going to come on. She's invited a friend of hers, Dale Woodby. He's going to come out with her. And he's a guy that apparently has been attacked or had some kind of serious ghost encounter at Jefferson Hotel, which is in Jefferson, Texas. And it's supposedly very haunted. So a lot of people go out there, a lot of teams that you've probably seen or heard or seen, you know, I don't know. I know they get a lot of people out there, and they also have a lot of events. But it's actually a hotel too. So kind of reminds me of the Old Town Park, right? Is that the one? In Ballinger? I don't think it's at that level. I think it's a little more recent. I know they don't look the same. I've never been there, but they don't look the same. Been to Ballinger, but I've never been to Jefferson. Okay, and then after that, we're going to have on March 19th, we'll have Tony Shapiro. She's a writer. She's in the paranormal also. And when she first contacted us, I think she had contacted to see if she can become a co-host. But, you know, things weren't going there. Season 1 was kind of funny, tricky, trying to get to it. And then even in it, we had a lot of, October was a fun month. It was weird. If anybody followed us, you saw that we had all kind of issues, all kinds. We had problems left and right for some reason. I think the paranormal was trying to, you know, put a damper on us or something. I don't know. But either way, she'll be coming out. I'll be doing that interview on the 19th of March, and again, it'll follow probably about 5 to 6 days later. So Nathan Elwell first, Jeannie Van Hoos second, Tony Shapiro will be, Tony Shapiro's second, I'm sorry, on the 19th, and then Jeannie Van Hoos will be on the 24th. So I'm kind of getting my dates confused here. I don't like using them calendars on the field, man, on the Google Calendar. I'm not a guy that likes to use that. That's why I wanted the girls, because the girls that we had, them two girls were good at it. You know, I let Melanie from Under the Moon Paranormal handle all that, along with Taylor Nicole, and then I let them handle that, and which they did a good job. And that's why I like them to do it. So, but now I'm back in the saddle, so I got to do it myself. I got it. Don't worry. It's no big deal. Where are we at? 5 minutes? Okay. I don't have to run off this time. The last one I was doing, I had to run off. I was kind of like somebody. I had promising people I would do something, so they want to go hit the bar, man. Nah, I don't do that no more. Trust me, I don't do that no more. I mean, kidding around. I really don't. Used to, but not anymore. Okay, and then being with that, we one of the ones we had a lot of issues with, and not problems with on their end. It was kind of like problems on both ends. And then there was a lot of activity that was captured in that podcast, and for some reason now it's not even on my YouTube. I didn't take it off. I don't know who took it off. I mean, but it's just not there. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be posting this in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow or the next day or two after. I'll be posting this one, and it's going to be Stokes County Paranormal. So they're going to reappear. The interview that we did with them when they were on our podcast, and that was Taylor and Melanie who had done that one, interviewed them, and there was activity going on in the building that they were at, and they were at one of the locations. I think it was like the city town hall or something like that, or courthouse or something like that. And it's where they usually do ghost hunts there and stuff like that, because they go all over the place. It's a lot of different places. And I know that that's one of them, and from what I understand, but I mean, if you watch the video, the podcast when it comes out, you're going to hear different noises come out in the background where they're talking. And I'm not a believer of somebody back there set up, they're back there banging stuff around, making it sound like it's, I don't believe in that. To me, it's legit, and I truly believe that it's legit. So there were sounds coming on, and then we were actually having a lot of issues just trying to get it started. So the girls had to call me, and I'm over here at home base on my laptop trying to find out what's going on with our system. And there was nothing wrong with the system. I mean, it was like, I don't know what was going on. And then y'all do know that we had all the issues with the floods and the ice, and I mean, it was fire and ice, it was hitting, if you remember, the girls were up north. One was in North Carolina, the other one was in Ohio, and I'm down here in Texas. So I mean, there was all kind of issues because of the weather and stuff like that, and that was in the month of October. So anyway, we're going to rerun Stokes County Paranormal, and that should be fun. But be sure and catch that one. That's a very interesting one. It really was. I'll watch it again just so I can catch the sounds. I'm like, man, what was that? I'm trying to like, and the two ladies, the ladies that we were interviewing, or they were being interviewed in the podcast, they were actually like, you could see that they'd get startled, like, what was that? Stuff like that. So that's pretty good. I mean, I don't travel anymore, but like that. But it'd be fun to go check that place out. I mean, I would love to. I still want to go to Jefferson. I'm still planning that one. So that's why it was kind of important for me to get the Jeannie Van Hoos on here. I really wanted to get her on here to talk about Jefferson Hotel. I want to see what's there. Maybe she'll talk me into going out there. I don't know. Who knows? And then April, we're going to have Lane Crosby from he was with the Ghost Brothers on I believe it was Haunted House Guest. And she came out with them in one of the instances or investigations, let's say, and Dalen was getting attacked in that one. They were for some reason they were after him. I don't know. I've never really done the ghost hunt thing, but I've seen ghosts. I've been where ghost activity was, and I was like, but I didn't have equipment. I wasn't hunting, but I know that it wasn't just out of the blue. There was something going on, and this is several times, years ago. But I know, I guess that sometimes maybe they pick that one guy or one person in the room that they just don't like, and they go after him. So I don't know. I just know that Lane Crosby agreed to come on here, so she was on the Travel Channel during that time and all that. And then of course we have another one. I still got to get with this one. He was with Tim Wood. He came out with Tim Wood in It Feels Evil, and I think he was the camera guy. So fingers crossed that I can get him on here. Scott DeLala. He was on Ghost Town Terror, and I believe he's a camera guy and everything. Plus, he was since he was there, he was assisting in all that. So I got to get back with him, and hopefully, him and I can set up a date with him, and I can interview him for our podcast. And there's a couple others from different shows. I'm not going to mention them because I've already got with them, or we've contacted each other and all this, but I haven't recontacted. So I might have contacted them right there in season 1, and I need to contact these other ones. So we'll see what happens on that one. So the deal is with this, we have to get the numbers up. If we can get these numbers up, get more people watching, and when you watch the YouTube or the podcast on YouTube or E.S.P, please just make sure you hit that like button, hit the thumbs button on there. You have to hit that thumbs button. That tells YouTube, people are interested in what we're doing. And it also tells potential guests, because potential guests can, there's an analytic that comes out that lets me know. I'm, in my dashboard, I can go over here and I can find out exactly how many views I've been having, how many people have been watching recently and whatnot. Long term and whatnot. And if I can see that, I know YouTube sees it. And that's how YouTube judges. The more likes that you get, the more that they get to where they push it more. They'll push it to more different outlets and everything, so it gets more seen. Anyway, that's going to be a Slaps chat. That's just more or less me coming out, giving my weekly, and my 5 isn't saved because it was one that had to go live and just disappear on Facebook, so for some reason. So this one here, this will be on there for about maybe through the night, and then tomorrow it'll be on, or later tonight it'll just switch over to YouTube. That's how I set these Slap chats out, just so you'll know. Anybody also interested? Oh, if you have any ideas or something, suggestions or whatever, and y'all just weren't able to make it to the live, to start no, I'm reading something, I'm sorry. We'll just go ahead and start the season 2. Should be good. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. I'm all jazzed up. Trying to work with a guy already. I'm trying to get shirts. So hopefully we can get the shirts going. Get some new shirts, because the new shirts are for Explain Strange Podcast. Yeah, and I do plan on getting some for Slap Recon. The Slap Recon's going to hit again. And I'm going to contact some people and probably have Slap Recon. I'm going to have some people go out and do stuff for me on that too. That's going to be another adventure that I'm working on for Slapping Strange back there. Been real busy the last couple of weeks, had a lot of things going. Now I'm not. I'm going to be able to kind of jump back in. And, well, actually, I got one more week of hardcore busy stuff to do. And then check this out. I'm wearing where I first started. This is what began Slap. This is what I created this, and that's where I became Slap. I wasn't really Slap when I did this, but because I did this was my catering business. That's why everybody started calling me Slap. And they didn't call me Slap. They just said Slap. Because when we'd go to all the events and we would do, because I would, like text back and forth or whatever, and that's how we communicated. So when we went to the job site and we set up everything, everybody was ready to work. The person that ran the events, they would come up and they would go to my front guy, which was Ricio. I always try to keep him in the front. He didn't like it, but I put him to the front. I'd be in the back, and they'd always go straight to him. You must be Slap. And I would tell him, just act like you are. I was kind of shy. I'm not the guy that likes to be in the front like that. Believe it or not, I know that I talk like, this. When I first started this, it wasn't for me to be the guy sitting in front of this camera. I had done it, created it because I had said, I want to do this. I want you to be the podcast. And that's kind of like how I wanted to do it. This is a podcast for you kind of a deal. So I don't know. I never did get to start it that way. So I just need to do more work on it. Anyway, I got some interviews lined up. 3 of them for the March. Going to be real busy doing those. When I get to the Lane Cross, when I get to April, I plan on having at least, I have 2 that I know are going to be from the Travel Channel, and I plan on having 1 more from Travel Channel. And then I'm going even deeper than that. I've reached out to another one, and I don't know. I'm starting to get lucky on some of these. I mean, they're starting to reach back to me. So I think that's a good thing. So I'm trying to get TV personalities on here, and I am going to get them because in April I've already got. I know one for sure, or two for sure, but we're going to get more than that because I'm going to start putting more people that are more known or that you've seen if you follow this, that you've seen on TV. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then I want to try to again get back to the Witch City, get on over there to see if I can get a couple of people from out there. I've already had one on my podcast last year, so I'm going to see if I can get. There's a couple of more out there that I really like to put on here. They got a lot of hits. They got a lot of people. They do a lot of stuff out there. Anyway, I actually know a lot of people through this also. So through my Slap Recon, I'm in contact with people in Orlando. I'm in contact with people in Chicago. I'm in contact with people in the Witch City. I met several people out there. I know people in different California. And when I say contact, I mean that we coincided, message back and forth, and I'd watch their videos and I'd put stuff like that, and so I have a connection with them. So I got connections all over the place already, New York, and now I'm talking about these are podcasters also, and they're not really podcasters. They just do their videos when they go out to different places. I got like two or three of them that do the Orlando. They go out there to Disney World, and they're always out there. They're out constantly, and they post. But me, I get back and forth. We coincide back and forth. We communicate back and forth all the time, a lot of times. And so they know who I am. And I've seen one guy before that here in Houston that he's from California, and I've seen him on TV and all the time on YouTube. And him and I bumped into each other, and that was pretty cool. And I mean, these guys are guys that got. Man, I'm talking about over 100,000 subscribers. These guys got a lot of money. So I'm going to be in contact with them again. So I know I should have stayed in contact with them, but it's not like we don't know each other. We still, I can always send them something, and we always talk back and forth. So anyway, I'm going to hit up some older contacts again. And I guess that's 22 minutes. Okay, that's going to cut me loose here. I appreciate you guys, following Explain Strange Podcast. I appreciate you following Slap Recon. And I know Slap Recon isn't putting out as much as it should, but, I'm going to have to whore down, man, because, I got to get back out there, and do some work, man, because when you get into a house like I did, the way I did it, it was more work getting in here after I got in here than it was getting out. And I don't know if you understand what that means. Some of y'all who were following me in October kind of know what I'm talking about. But it was harder to come back in here and situate, to get myself situated. And then to come in here where I don't even have a podcast, a studio. In my other house, the one we had torn down, I had an extra bedroom. That was my studio. In this house, I don't have that. I didn't put that in. I just, not because I didn't want it. It wasn't in the cards to put that into the plan that the design of our house. So, but it's okay. I mean, I'm setting it up anyway. I'm already getting closer and closer. So we got one coming. It doesn't matter either way. When the podcast hits, time to podcast, we're gonna be in front of a mic or in front of a camera. And I might even start using my GoPro, which I'm using my other camera on top of the GoPro right now. So I got like 4 different cameras. So I always try to look and see which one is better. I'm starting to use the round light, selfie light, whatever. I don't like those. I've always had one. I just really don't like to use it, but I got one right there. So we're gonna start trying to use that now. I guess in here. And then I'm ordering a poster, banner, whatever. So it'll be in the back. So right now I'm just using the TV back there to get that on there. To use that for now, but I'm going to be switching around, and we'll do it in a different angle, and I'm going to have a banner behind me to get this thing started. So again, new shirts are, we're getting ready to, I'm talking about ordering them, trying to get everything going for that. So anyway, thanks again for following Slap Recon, and thanks again for being here if you came. And if this is on YouTube and you're here, thank you very much for participating. Hit that thumbs up button, thumb. And then thank you for following E.S.P, Explain Strange Podcast. And get ready for E.S.P S1, Season 2. S2, Season 2. I do it all the time. I'm reading season 1 notes and now I got season 2 notes, so whatever. Slap is out.